Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. So you're selling a beach home? Many times if a property is not moving, you're asking the wrong questions. So you've put a home on the market, hasn't moved, what's going on here? And these are questions that my agents come back and talk to me about. Here's what my seller asked. Is there anything we can do to help move the property? And so what are these wrong questions? So one of the popular questions is, how many views have my beach property gotten online? How many people have looked at it? And that's a deceptive thing, because the seller's really not wanting to know how many views. They want to know why that property hasn't sold. And it's a deceptive number, because I tell the agents, I said, we get lots of traffic, but the seller's never going to be happy with the answer, because that's not the real question. How many views? You know what? If you had 1 billion views, you go, well, why isn't it sold? Price. If you've had 10 views, well, what's wrong with the website? Why has nobody looked? Well, you know what? The number of perfect views is 1, the real buyer who wants the property. And that's the more important one. So how many views is really a question, why is my home not sold? Then if another reason comes to our agent, the seller says, well, it hadn't moved, can we promote it better? Well, there are agents who do not promote a home very well. They don't get it exposed. And I get that happens. But that's a real question of, have I got the right agent? But promoting it better, there are things that be promoted, but the buyers tend to do their searching online. So having that presence there is not something that you're going to just go, if I sent you some mail today of something I was selling that was randomly sent to you, I'm selling car wash tickets and houses and shaving cream, you go, why are you sending me this if I'm not shopping for it? So promoting it better is something that it just needs the proper exposure. Another question, can we have an open house or another open house? Well, here's the problem with beach properties. You're probably not selling to the neighbors or somebody local. It could, but most of the buyers are coming from somewhere else, so they'd have to travel some distance. They don't travel for open houses. If they travel, they want to see your property, they'll call the agent and they'll get a showing. But an open house is great for seeing the nosy neighbors, and you know what? It actually helps agents to meet the neighbors so they can list their house later. But it doesn't really move a property. And then one other question is that people often ask when their home hasn't sold, should I change agents? Well, that depends. If the home is basically, if it's overpriced, no marketing and no agent can fix that. Also, what agent are you going to select? Are you getting somebody who's a better expert? Maybe you picked a friend and now you need an expert. That's probably a good, reasonable question. But the other question, if you've gotten somebody who's a beach property expert, who's given you good advice that maybe you've not followed, maybe you just need to follow the good advice. And here's the thing to think about. Somebody says, well, I'm going to get another agent who will sell this property. Every agent in the MLS in that market has seen this property, and I promise you, if they had a buyer, they would bring them and make an offer. So it means not only the listing agent has not made a transaction, every agent in the market has failed to sell the house as well. So you're going to get one of them? They all failed. And the reason they've all failed is typically not the marketing exposure if it's done properly. After exposure, price is what fixes everything. If a property hasn't moved, these are the wrong questions. The real question is, what do I need to do to price it appropriately? If you sold this beach property for $10, you get buyers like that. If you sold it for $1 billion, you wouldn't get anybody asking. There's a number in there that makes a transaction happen. That's the question you should be asking. And when you look at this price, what you need to really focus on is be the best value compared to the other similar properties in that and nearby neighborhoods and other beaches. But keep in mind, you're competing with beaches in other states and other sides of states, if you're in the case of Florida. But be the best value proposition, and that's going to be the right question. How do I get that? That's the price you're looking for. That's the right question. I hope this information's been helpful. Visit us at beach-homes.com, where you can see what the market is right now with over 100,000 properties for sale in multiple states. And you can reach out and beach expert agents can guide you whether you're selling or you're looking to buy that dream beach property. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.